I know what you're thinking. Kismet, where the heck has been our IRL videos? I know. Well, the reason is this guy right up here. That's right. I've been working very hard on some animated stuff for my channel. I've been working on a lot of graphics and whatnot. And then, of course, it was my wife's birthday, so we went out to eat instead of juicing. Corey wasn't in this week, and he gave me some homework to do at the gym. But, of course, I slacked off on that and then proceeded to slack off on the rest of the days. And then the whole next week, I thought, all right, we're going to get back to it. But I was working so hard on it that I also made another session on Tuesday. And then the whole rest of the week, same thing, and kind of fell back into my old habits. Now, life is like that. Sometimes you get so busy doing one thing that you neglect something else. In my case, as you can see, I've been mowing the lawn. I'm sweating profusely. And a great analogy is for it, just like here when I'm mowing my lawn, is that if you let things go, they become harder and harder the longer you let them go. A great example is you let the lawn go. I let it go for a couple weeks here, and you can see that it is just crazy thick. I have to do what I call half cuts, where you cut only half of the width of the mower, and it still dies because it can't cut the grass. And I know the next thing you're thinking, Kismet, get a riding lawnmower, get a gas lawnmower, because I have an electric lawnmower and I have 3 batteries for it. I had one. I had a riding lawnmower, and you know what I did? I got rid of it because it wasn't doing me any favors. I was 80 pounds overweight. I just paid somebody to use my riding lawnmower to cut my grass, which I've had people to cut the grass for like 20 years because I used to do it as a kid. And I mowed the lawn until I was like 20 or so. And then I started getting money at work, and then I just started paying people, and I paid them for years and years and years. It does you no favors having too much convenience. This is something that allows me to get outside. I feel good about doing it. And it's much different when you're mowing your lawn versus someone else's lawn. You get a bit more satisfaction out of it. Again, in my case, it wasn't helping me at all. It was just making me more and more lazy. I was just sitting around not doing stuff. And now, because of my sleep apnea and vertigo, the more I feel like I can do the lawn without having to take a break, which I usually have to take 4 or 5 breaks in the very beginning. I can only do a few rows and then I'd have to sit down, and then a few more rows and sit down. But now I can do half of a row. Sometimes I can do the whole lawn without even stopping once. And for me, that feels like progress in my health. So that's why I don't have a riding lawnmower, and that's why I don't hire other people to do it for me anymore. And I've done that before, but again, I was 80 pounds overweight. I'm still 40 pounds overweight, and I'd like to get that down, and mowing the lawn does help do that. And it gets me outside. I'm not inside all the time, which I spend a lot of time at the computer doing graphics and then strategizing and making lists of things that need to get done. I'm handling my home stuff with my wife and my kids. And for those of you who don't know, for the last 25 years, I've been a graphic designer. You might go, Kismet, what's a graphic designer do? Well, a graphic designer, right up here, basically makes graphics and text and puts them together in some sort of thing. So some of the things that I've done in my career: posters, billboards, cereal boxes. I've done nail products. I've done CD labels. I've done posters. I've done a lot of stuff for music companies, entertainment companies, some of the top companies in the world. I've been lucky enough to work with them or work for them across my career. It's been incredibly great. But I've done just about everything. Whew. There we go. That's better. Oh, man. Now, I've done other types of work as well. I've done comic books. I've done t-shirts. I've done every type of design you can do. I've got to work on $1 million computers. Look at this. This is a $1 million computer called a Hell Chromacom. That back in the day, it did what Photoshop did back in the early 80s and 90s, as well as you have Cytec systems and pre-press systems that output something called film. And of course, that film would go onto the press, and then we'd make magazines, or they would print it on brochures, or whatever it is you do. And I've done tens of thousands of business cards. I've done hundreds of thousands of projects across my career, and I have loved every single minute of it. Now, one of the things that I have also done is 3D animations, presentations, things like that. I've done a lot of architectural fly-throughs, like at the Anaheim Convention Center and places like that. I did the whole mile square with the Hilton and the Marriott and all of that stuff right next to it. I really enjoyed doing that. But I never did get into character animation, never got into rigging, never got into actually animating the characters. I did a little bit of that, but never seriously into it. So I thought, you know what, it's about time to get in there and learn that. So I did, and I learned a lot of great stuff. As you can see, I got my little dragon here. Here he is all rigged up. I can go ahead and animate him and have him do a whole bunch of fun stuff. On the stream, he's going to be part of my bit cup, where he comes in and says hello, or he's just going to be kind of an accent to my stream, because I like to do stuff, unique stuff that's unique to my stream, different than everybody else. Now, I want you guys to call me out. I want you to say, Kismet, have you been looking after your health? Have you been good? And I'm going to be straight up honest with you. No, not this couple weeks. I have not. I have neglected my lawn. I have neglected all my other stuff other than my wife and family. Now, if you get off the path, if you backslide, if you go, oh, you know what, I missed the gym, don't use that as an excuse to stop. You got to keep going. You got to keep taking good care of yourself. Like me, I'm sure you do a lot of things. You're taking care of your family. You're taking care of your kids. You got to go to work. You have all the stuff after work and in between as well that you have to get done. And it does wear on you. It does wear on you after a while, and you get so exhausted. But you got to just rest and get back to it and keep that list going. Do a list for tomorrow today. So every night, make a list of what you're going to get done tomorrow. This way you don't have to think about it when you get up and you're going about your day. It really does help a lot. I get a lot more done, and I try to do it every single night before I go to sleep. And that's it for this video. I just given you guys an update. I will see you again next time. Bye, everybody. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.